think a man cheating depends on the woman?
Yeah.
I don't think that at all.
Don't matter what you think. How come you think, where do you think the phrase happy wife, happy life comes from?
Yeah, but I think men, people that cheat.
No, well, okay, so I think there's three types of cheaters. There's the serial cheater, the James Bond cheater, and then the guy that's forced to cheat.
Okay, what is a James Bond cheater and how are you forced to cheat?
James Bond cheater is, I do everything right. I'm in Rio, I see a little thing, boom, boom, boom. Nope, nobody sees me. Boom, boom, boom. I come back home to my normal life.
Okay.
All right.
You smooth. You slick with it.
Smooth with it, yeah.
Okay.
The guy that's forced to cheat is I've been on the road in a week and I come here and you be like, I got to do my podcast. That's the first night. I can't. I got to make it like you just 4 or 5 days in a row, you're not taking care of your man and then he does what he does.
Oh. So then you step out.
And then there's a serial cheater, the guy that just
cheat.
don't whatever. But yes, men can. I think it depends on that. Women run the world. Y'all just don't know it.
I know that this is going to be hard for a lot of people to accept. There are people right now who are probably writing in the comments that if a man feels that way, then he should just leave. The serial guy, he should definitely just leave. The James Bond guy, he should definitely just leave. And to me, the guy who is forced to cheat should definitely have just leave. So I do agree with you that the person who cheats should just leave the relationship. I have been on both sides of that mentality. The mentality that I don't want to leave, but I'm frustrated with the situation. But also the mentality that before I cheat, I'll just leave this relationship. I've been on both sides of that. So I understand the mentality that a person may have when they say, I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to leave my children. I don't want to leave this house. I don't want to leave this relationship. Maybe everything else in the relationship is great, but for some reason we just can't get past this sexual part. I'll tell you a true personal story. When I was married to one person, one of the times that I saw this as in a huge form is that I was working a contract with Boeing. Theoretically, the contract said that I was only supposed to be gone for no more than 14 days and then I'll be home for 10 days. Well, the contract didn't necessarily work that way. You might be gone for 28 days, home for 3 days, gone for 14 days, home for 3 days. Most of the time you was gone. But during those time frames that you were home, you get denied and denied and denied. In one occasion, I remember I was sent to LA. I was there for 28 days, came home, denied the first day, denied the second day, denied the third day. And then I was flying off to another city to work for another 14 days, came home, was denied, went off to another city. And for 5 days, came home, was denied. Immediately the next day, because they tried to send me back out the same day I came home, immediately sent off to another city for some training. And I was frustrated. I was irritated. I was angry. And I gave in. And once I gave in on that one, it didn't matter. It didn't matter anymore. Deny me if you want to, not deny me. Come home and you don't deny me. When I leave, I'm still going to do what I want to do. Because I didn't know when the next time I would. So during that time frame, I couldn't bring myself to leave the relationship. But I was frustrated. I was tired. I was angry. And even though I had made comments and we had conversations and so on and so forth, the excuse was, well, when you're gone, I got to take care of the kids by myself. She wasn't working, but I got to take care of the kids by myself. I got to do everything around the house by myself. We had a long guy. So it was like, I got to do everything by myself. By the time you get home, I just want to rest. And then next thing you know, I'm gone. And I'm supposed to go out for another 14 days. Surrounded by women the entire time. And you expect me to stay faithful. It's not going to happen. And it didn't happen. And after a while, when I saw that Um, we had went through some counseling, tried to work things out, and I saw that things were headed right back into that situation again, and I wasn't even traveling. I just asked for the divorce. Well, actually, I didn't ask for a divorce. I was asked if I wanted a divorce, and because I was so angry and frustrated at that moment, because 10 days had gone by, my response was yes, I do. Yeah. I remember being in another relationship. It was in the dating process every time, anytime. She initiating like a champ, which I love when women initiate. Great, great, great. Did that for a whole year. I figure no one can fake their relationship for a year. And was I surprised? And then about 6 months after, when I started recognizing that certain personality traits have changed, now we can only have sex really on Saturday. And we can only go out on Saturday. What happened to the person that was going out on Tuesdays and who go to Wednesday wind down on Wednesdays? What happened to the person who was wearing the heels and the dresses and sundresses, and now I see slacks and flats? What happened to the fun-loving person? What happened to the person that would initiate, snatch me up? That was gone. And so after another 4 years of counseling, instead of stepping out on the relationship, I just decided that it was over. I'm leaving. Because by this time frame, I had learned the hurt of stepping out on someone. So I do not recommend anyone steps out on anyone. I recommend that you leave the relationship before stepping out. But I understand the difficulties. In the situation where I had children, that's a hard one. That's hard. I understand that struggle. When there are no children involved, deuces. Life is not meant for you to suffer. Although many people have that in their mindset that they're supposed to suffer and that life is about suffering. Life is not about suffering. Life is about you enjoying it. A partnership is about you enjoying it with a partner who is there and their mindset is to make you happy. Yours is to make them happy. So I get it. And I tell my wife all the time, if you feel like I consistently am not making you happy, you should leave me. You should not stay with me if I'm not consistently making you happy. If I'm not consistently making this partnership worth you being here, you should leave me. I tell her that, and I will tell her that until the breath leaves my body. But understand, even though I know that 84% of marriages today are being started by women, that a lot of men and women still are cheating on one another. And whether you want to admit it or not, a large percentage of the cheating occurs because the other partner is pretty much forcing them to do it. You're dangling the idea, oh, we married, we together, you're supposed to remain faithful, you're supposed to do this, and you're supposed to, I remember after one counseling session, when the one who had bait and switched me, and after she was told by the counselor, she chose that she had bait and switched me, she did good for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then she came to me and said, I need you to do more to make me feel like I want to be that person to you. I'm like, I've been doing that for almost 5 years. I'll be all the hells if you think that I'm going to do extra to make you feel like you desire me. That's not going to happen. So when the lease here is up, we're getting divorced. Many people lack personal accountability. And I would say that half of the reason that people are out here cheating is because they lack personal responsibility. And for those who are serial cheaters or the James Bond cheaters, you lack honesty. Before you get involved in a relationship with someone, just tell them that you want to be polyamorous. Just tell them that you want to be polygamist, polygamy. Just tell them that you want an open relationship. There's somebody out there who will be accepting of that. Tell them you want to be a swinger. Just be honest. And if you're honest and that person agrees, then there's no problem. If a problem does arrive, then y'all call it a day because they weren't really ready for that. and they really didn't want that, and they just lied, or they didn't know that about themselves. But just be honest.